Hi, I'm Jonathan Strickland.
And I'm Robbie Billups.
Yeah, no, you're not, buddy.
Feeling like the Flash, better yet I'm Barry Allen. Can't rewind time without messing up the balance. Told my girl I don't think I really got the talent. She said go chase your dreams and see what God allows to happen. Past tense, the rapper Randy Savage. Do you know?
Hi everybody, I'm Robbie Billups, and thanks for coming back for more Flashback. So we had a big hiatus, big mid-season break, and so the mid-season premiere is here, The Revenge of the Rogues.
Revenge of the Rogues, baby.
Revenge of the Rogues. But first, quick recap. Harrison Wells is the Reverse Flash.
Called it.
Did you?
I don't know. We should look back. I don't know.
Actually, we called it very early on, but then we also kept coming up with other theories of who he could possibly be, from Metron to Vandal Savage.
Yeah. He was awesome, though. Like, he delivered.
Reverse Flash is crazy.
The whole fight scene on the football field, Barry got his butt whooped. That was legit.
Reverse Flash is very legit, and I'm looking forward to more Reverse Flash stuff coming up. The cool thing is it really shook up Barry, his first real big defeat, even though he kind of gets defeated every episode.
Right.
You know. But his first major defeat, and it's really affected him. He spent all this time trying to get faster, working super hard, even neglecting his duties to Central City, if you will, to be a faster, more active and proactive Flash.
Yeah, but I guess even in that, I guess he's becoming more like Harrison, and Joe kind of calls him out on that. Because what makes Barry is he wants to help everyone. So that the fact that he was becoming someone who was, I just want to focus on myself and getting better to beat Reverse Flash instead of helping these people. And people end up getting hurt, I believe, right?
I like how the episode starts with him saying, "My name is Barry Allen, and I am not the fastest man alive." So,
pretty cool.
Revenge of the Rogues. We get to meet Heatwave. Now, Heatwave, of course, is a villain that debuted in Flash number 140 from 1963. He was played by Dominic Purcell. What did you think about Heatwave?
Heatwave, he was interesting. You know, they were brothers on Prison Break, so...
Yeah, Wentworth Miller playing Captain Cold, obviously.
Yeah, he has some cheesy lines, but overall, it's still cool to see Heatwave. You know, the Rogues are some of my favorite villains, so to see...
The Rogues are basically a blue-collar crime group. The Flash's villains are different than anyone else's because he's kind of got all these lame villains that just kind of bond together with this like code of honor, and they get the heist, and then they go reap the benefits, and they're on to the next job. So it's cool to see that start forming with Cold and Heatwave.
So it's funny because the Rogues' whole thing is like, we don't really hurt people. I mean, we hurt people, but we don't kill people, and we only really care about is money. But in this episode, all they really cared about was beating up the Flash.
Well, that's another thing that the Rogues are always into, is calling out the Flash. Now, of course, this is a superhero cliche that we see a lot of, the villains just doing things just to call out the hero. And, of course, Barry is too busy trying to make himself a faster Flash, so we can't really handle it. I thought Cold and Heatwave, they did pretty well together. Now, Heatwave was a little over the top, I think. I mean, he was written fine. There's nothing wrong with the way he's written. He's obsessed with flame, and he's just obsessed with it. And Cold is written well because he's very calculating and just methodical.
Yeah. And
their personalities clash because of it, but it's just a little too on the nose still with some of the puns. Why did they steal a Fire and Ice painting? Is this Batman 1966? I mean, honestly. So, overall, though, I thought they were pretty cool. The weapons look awesome. Their weapons were really, really cool. I thought the effects on them looked awesome. It looked really smooth. And I really liked the Ghostbusters reference. You never cross the streams.
Yeah, that was hilarious. That was awesome.
Yeah, and the way that Flash had to sacrifice his body, basically, to bring that to a conclusion, I love. Though, I will say, all the police around there, they couldn't, like, take a shot at one of them while they were too busy trying to, hit the Flash. All those cops just sitting there like... But anyway, moving on. Barry's arc with his father figures, his surrogate father figures in this, meaning Joe West and Harrison Wells. Harrison is a, more hard-nosed, put your face down and just go forward, get better, improve. And Joe's more take care of everybody. He's got a softer approach. They definitely are going to come head-to-head at some point. What do you think?
Right, like as the viewer seeing, we now know who Harrison is, so it's the dynamic. It makes it a little weirder because you're like, okay, ultimately, Harrison's doesn't want good things for Barry, so we don't know the whole full story there. But then Joe wants the best for him. He sees the good in Barry, and I guess we kind of have a theory on that, don't we?
You know that we here at Flashback are giant fans of Jesse L. Martin. He's absolutely amazing as Joe West. And we're really scared that he's probably going to die.
This season,
maybe at the end, and it was going to be by Wells' hand. The scene at the end when Barry moves back in, it's just so sentimental.
There's building up for something.
Don't do it, guys.
Do it.
Don't do it.
Do it.
All right, Cisco had some really good moments this episode. I thought he was really funny. I love the presentation on the weapon that he was given to the detectives at the police department. Cisco's been a joy in the show, and he really shined in this episode. Yeah,
I love how he comes up with all the names. And then he's got Harrison saying them now. He's like, I can't believe I just said that.
Yeah, right. Yes, I did say it. Let's just move on. He even called him the Reverse Flash, too, because he's a Reverse Flash in the future. I mean,
he said he liked the name.
Remember? He did, actually. So Caitlin had a little moment, finding out a little bit more about the Firestorm project. Very long anagram there. What was it again?
The fire apocalypse,
It was crazy, like Firestorm means something? That's news to me. I don't know. But Jason Rush showed up, played by Luke Roderick. I really liked him. It's going to be interesting to see if he actually becomes part of Firestorm. Or, as we were talking about earlier, it might actually take 2 or 3 years to get him there, just like an Arrow. It took forever for Laurel to become Black Canary.
Tell me if I'm wrong. Firestorm, I mean, it was 2 people, but one was in control, and like the other one was like
the other person's trapped inside. Basically, originally it was Ronnie and Professor Stein, who they mentioned and showed a picture of.
Something, and that's it.
And then Rush was the second Firestorm, or the Firestorm after Ronnie Raymond, because he had died in the comic books for a small time there. But it's cool, and we're looking forward to seeing more Firestorm. And that's the first time in my life I've ever actually said that.
They leaked a suit online. Did you see it?
I haven't seen it yet.
Oh yeah, it's kind of awesome.
It's probably in front of us right now. You can probably see it on the screen. So the ending was really cool. We already talked a little bit about it with Cold and Heatwave, but the ending where basically Flash is outed. He gets called out and he has to show up. Everybody knows the Flash is real now. The police know, and Eddie even saves the Flash. I really like the ending. I thought one of the best things about the old Flash TV series was the very end when they finally put up the billboard outside that says Central City, home of the Flash. And this is one step closer to that moment.
Yeah, I like that they're recognizing him as a Flash now. You know, everybody's talking about him at the end of the show. And it's a good thing. I mean, he's there. We've said it before. You know, Barry's here to give the people hope, and he's inspiring people to live differently, and that's awesome. Ultimately, an awesome thing to do.
Yeah. Overall, I really like the episode. I really like Barry's arc. I really like the scenes with him and Iris. I think the story is moving forward. It's losing a little bit of the melodrama, picking up a little bit more of the action. Dominic Purcell could have been a little bit better as Heatwave, but whatever. You know, it's kind of
Captain Cold.
Captain Cold's still pretty good. I mean, I liked it overall. I think when the more rogues get introduced next week, Pied Piper. I guess that's exciting. And
I don't know what he does.
It was a good episode, though. Barry learned a lot. Joe had some great scenes. Cisco was funny. Harrison was creepy. And I don't know. Overall, a good episode. The bad guys got caught and good wins. Actually, the bad guys got away, though.
They did, yeah, I was about to say.
That's right. Captain Cold's sister, who we might know as the Golden Glider.
Hey.
Ooh. I wonder what she's all about. We might discover that.
Eventually.
So next week, Pied Piper. We will be here next week, right?
We will, I think.
Yeah.
Probably.
And on behalf of the Deep Comics, thanks for watching this week's Flashback. And I'm Robbie Billups.
I'm Jonathan Strickland.
And we'll flashback next week.
Feel like the Flash, better yet I'm Barry Allen. Can't rewind time without messing up the balance. Told my girl I don't think I really got the talent. She said go chase your dreams and see what God allows.